Hello everyone. So today I will be covering the second chapter of Classic Standard Geography textbook, The Earth and Our Habitat. In this series, I have already covered the chapter first. In this second chapter, there are three important concepts which need special attention. So I'll be taking that in separate videos. So let's begin. So the second chapter is about globe, latitudes and longitudes. So let's see what a globe is. Here you can see an image of a globe. You can see it is a model form of a earth. So globe is a true model miniature form of the earth. As you can see, it is a needle is passed through the middle of the globe so that it can spin around its axis, like the earth rotates around its own axis from west to east. Okay, so this is what a globe is. On the globe, you can see countries, continents, and oceans are shown in their correct size. As you can see, the green part here shows the continents, and the blue part shows the oceans of the globe. Next, the concept here is of axis. A needle which is fixed through the globe in a tilted manner is called its axis. As you can see here, a needle is inserted from here to here, and this topmost point is called as the north pole, and the southernmost point is called as the south pole. Okay, so it can be moved around its axis from west to east as the earth moves, as I already told you. So there is another term called equator. Let me introduce you to this. So there is an imaginary line running through the globe which divides it into two equal parts. Remember, it divides the globe into two equal parts. This line is known as the equator. I will show you better so that you can better understand it with an image. Here you can see this is the earth, and here an imaginary red line is passing through the middle of the earth. This particular red line is called as the equator. Okay, it divides the earth exactly into two equal halves. This is called as the northern hemisphere, and the part below the equator is called as the southern hemisphere, right? Okay, so next is the concept of latitudes. So what are latitudes? All parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitudes. As you know, there is a north pole as well as the south pole. So we will have latitudes both at the north of the equator and south of the equator. So these yellow lines, including the red line of the equator, are all called as latitudes. Okay, these are lines of latitude. Okay, got it. So these are in the northern hemisphere, northern latitudes, and these yellow lines below the equator are in the southern hemisphere, and they are called as southern latitudes, right? The equator represents the 0 degree latitude. So latitudes are measured in degrees, and since the imaginary line equator passes through the middle of the earth, it is referred to as the 0 degree latitudes. Okay, and this north pole and south pole, they cover exactly 1/4 part of the earth, so they are at 90 degree latitudes. The north pole is at 90 degree north latitude, and the south pole is at 90 degree south latitude. Okay, so they are divided into degrees. Okay, measured in degrees. So next is, I already told you about the north latitudes and south latitudes. Now let's see what are important latitudes and heat zones. Okay, so you have I already introduced you to the term equator. Okay, right? And there is another important latitude at 23.5 degree of the north of the equator, which is called as Tropic of Cancer, and there is another latitude at 23.5 degree south to the equator, which is called as Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, there is a latitude at 66.5 degree north of the equator, which is called as Arctic Circle, and there is another latitude at 66.5 degree south of the equator, which is called as Antarctic Circle. And I already told you about the North Pole and South Pole. So what are heat zones? Let's see, I told you these are the important parallel of latitudes along with equator, North Pole and South Pole, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. So Earth has been divided into various heat zones. Here you can see the green part, right? So from equator, which is at 0 degree latitude, to the Tropic of Cancer in the north and the Tropic of Capricorn in the south, which covers the latitudes from 23.5 degree north to 23.5 degree south is called as the torrid zone. This receives the maximum heat of the sun as the sun rays directly fall on this part of latitudes, right? And then here you can see the orange color parts which are in the north temperate zone and south temperate zone. So these are called as the temperate zones. The latitudes between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle, and the latitudes between Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle comes under the temperate zones. These are called as temperate zones because these receive slanting rays of the sun, so they have a moderate temperature. Okay, and the latitudes between 66.5 degree north of equator, from Arctic Circle to North Pole, and from Antarctic Circle to the South Pole in the south of the equator are called as frigid zones. These are very cold as the sun rises barely above the horizon in these two zones. Okay, so these are the important heat zones. Earth has been divided into three heat zones, which are the torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. Okay, I hope you understood this. So here in this slide I have explained you what those are exactly. You can read it by yourself. So next, from this diagram you can understand better. Okay. So what all heat zones are there in the earth. Now comes the concept of longitudes. Let's see what a longitude is. The distance of places east or west of an imaginary line between North Pole and South Pole measured in degrees is called a longitude. Again, longitude are measured in degrees like latitudes. But here you can see we measure it east or west. Like latitudes were measured from north to south. The longitudes are places east or west of an imaginary line. The imaginary line, which was the reference point for latitudes, was equator, and they were called as parallels of latitudes. But here for longitudes, the reference point is 0 degree longitude. Okay, and they are also measured in degrees, and these lines of references are called as meridians of longitudes. Okay. And these are semicircles, remember this, and distance between them decreases steadily towards the poles until it becomes 0 at the poles where all the meridians meet. So the difference between latitudes and longitudes is that latitudes are parallels, but all meridians, that is longitudes, are of equal length. The meridian which passes through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located, is called prime meridian. Its value is 0 degree longitude, and from it we can count 120 degree eastward as well as 180 degree westward. The prime meridian and 180 degree meridian divide the earth into two equal halves. Like the 0 degree latitude divides the earth into two equal halves from in the north and south. Similarly, the prime meridian and 180 degree meridian divide the earth into two equal halves, the eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Okay, so here is a fun fact: 180 degree east and 180 degree west meridians are the same line. Okay, because from 0 degree you start measuring eastwards and you end up to 180 degree, and similarly you start from west and you end up to 180 degree. So it is a single line where the 180 degree east and 180 degree west meridians meet. Okay, so you can see here, this is the prime meridian, which is at 0 degree longitude, which passes through the British Royal Observatory in London. Okay, so here you can see eastwards 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, and here it is measured westwards. Okay, similarly from backside, from here exactly opposite to this is the International Date Line, which is 180 degree meridian. So this thing goes on to this 150 degree, and here it is 180 degree, and the west thing forwards it to here, and 90 degree west 120. This is the back side and this is the front side of longitudes. Okay, you can see here in this diagram also. So these are longitudes which steadily decreases towards the poles and they meet here. Okay, so this is the concept of longitudes. So again, there are two important concepts in this chapter, which is how to locate a place in a globe. To locate a place in a globe, we need both longitudes as well as latitudes. So I'll tell you it in a separate video. And moreover, there is a concept of time, how to calculate time, what is standard time, what is local time. For that, I'll make a separate video. For now, I hope these concepts are clear up to now. Thank you very much. Do like the video.